quarter of basketball. We're about a minute into it. They get a hand on it. And Curry with the clear path to the hoop. Throws down the breakaway jam.
And that steal paid instant dividends.
No wasted time or motion getting out on that fast break.
For Utah, they've gone 1 of 3 from the field to start the fourth quarter. Inside. Here's Favors. A strong finish under heavy pressure all over.
They've shown some strength in the paint today. Their work on the boards has been impressive.
Guys, that's putting it mild. I mean, they've been absolutely dominant.
Now a timeout called by Golden State.
As I watched Derek Favors last season continue to develop his offense, he was a big, unpolished athlete coming into the league, had some conditioning problems, but now it seems like he's on track to be a force as a power forward.
For us.
Kevin, I was able to listen in on what Steve Kerr was going over with his team. He was emphatic. We're not getting it done, fellas. We've simply got to step up, get engaged, and try to battle back. Guys, we'll see if the pep talk gets them going.
Catching up on the changes for Golden State, Andre Iguodala is checked in for Bogut. Barnes comes in for Brandon Rush. And it's Klay Thompson in for Leandro Barbosa. And Utah has possession. Following the basket by Stephen Curry. And there's the feed to Hood. Just 5 on the clock. It's rebounded by Golden State. Talking about Derek Favors, his points per game average went up last season, as it is done in each of his 6 seasons in the league. He's a ascending player.
He has, definitely refined his moves down on the blocks, and he's also become much improved at passing out of the double team, averaging a career high in assists last season as well. The arrow is certainly pointing up for Mr. Favors.
Launches it, and it goes for the 5th time in 10 shots for him this game.
Back at you. I mean, they immediately get those 3 points back.
Trading spray guns from long range, trading blows from behind the arc.
Now, here's Thompson. They kick it out to Green. 3-pointer, and the rejection by Favors. And so the ball's out of bounds. Favors touched it last. Here's Green. And off the front iron, and in it goes.
That part of the floor, guys, is more or less his real sweet spot, right in his wheelhouse.
Utah timeout call.
Utah calls timeout. So many great statistics are available to demonstrate just how dominant the Warriors were last season. My favorite is, GA, their point differential.
To be able to beat your opponent by double digits on average is something only 8 teams have been able to do in the history of the league.
It's amazing. Here's Hood. Nato, he's covered by Iguodala. And that one's good by Favors.
And at the offensive end, he's done about as much as they could have hoped for today.
And guys, the Warriors ended the year at just over a 10-point differential per game. I mean, still that number is staggering when you think of what it takes to achieve that mark over the course of a season. Typically, championship teams are somewhere in the +6 to +8 range. 10 is off the charts.
And let's get this update now from Doris Burke, who's across the way on the sideline.
Hey, Kevin, I was able to listen in on what Quinn Snyder was going over with his team. He told the team he wanted their offense to run through Favors. Coach emphasized getting him as many touches as possible, saying he is going to be one of the guys to carry us the rest of the way. He also told them that he wants to see multiple passes on every possession. He said that was the key to getting the best shot each time down. Guys, we'll see how Coach's direction pays off as this one winds down. Kevin?
Thanks, Doris.
And you know what? That Warriors point differential was helped out a lot by their play at home. The home differential was almost plus 15 points per game. A lot of blowout wins. Scary thing is they set their starters in the fourth so often, they could have made those numbers even higher had they wanted.
Hayward goes in. No good.
And it's still a close game. I mean, despite the fact that they've struggled to compete on the boards.
Yeah, you know, but down the stretch here, guys, they'll summon that extra effort to try and get it done, I think.
Jazz leading by 9. The 3. And it's Hayward again missing.
He just has not been able to get into that groove yet, guys. But as a whole, it hasn't affected them too much.
Iguodala, no good.
And just because you can make it from outside doesn't mean you need to live there.
Not that far out anyway, Greg. I mean, he can work for a better shot than that.
Now here's Gobert. Back to Hayward. Gobert with a screen on Thompson. Hayward goes in. Favors. Shot misses. Excellent D here by Iguodala. Pulls it from the elbow. The shot by Curry, no good.
And the shots just continue to say no in terms of falling.
This is to Hood. It's good, and it's his 6th make against 11 attempts.
And at this point, just sort of running through the paces, as it appears it'll be a nice win here for the Jazz.
Clark, looking at both these teams, they're great rebounders, and on any given night, you might not know who would have the advantage on the boards.
Yeah, but they did a better job tonight. They made the most of the extra rebounds, too.
Utah with the ball. Harrison Barnes picking up that last basket. Hood gets the bucket.
Well, if it wasn't out of reach, it is now, thanks to that last little spurt.
And why put the brakes on now? I just say keep on letting it fly.
Green, no luck. So it's the Jazz now. Jazz passing it around. Hood kicks to Hayward. Passes it to Hood. All alone. And Utah again with the bucket.
And this is going to be a fantastic result for them. No win on the road comes easy.
Not in the NBA, they don't. And trust me, they're going to take a little extra pleasure in this win, having silenced an entire building of hostile fans.
And there's a foul on Klay Thompson. That's his 3rd foul of the game.
That's his 3rd personal foul. Substitution on the court.
9 seconds left to play in the final quarter. And now they decide to foul intentionally.
You know, give them credit for still battling here down the stretch, but I think it's too little too late.
Simply delaying the inevitable here, Greg. I mean, at this point, even if they miss the free throws, there's not enough time left.
All right now, gentlemen, 2 shots. 2 shots.
The first free throw is good. And good on the second, so he makes them both. Curry. Off the mark. And so it's Utah easily grabbing the win. A solid win on the road for them. This building was dead silent by the time, GA, this one wound down.
And that's what...
Derek, your defensive pressure took its toll all night. Is this the sort of defensive performance that you can expect your team to deliver?
The 2K Sports postgame show.